And so you over there, I want you to stop what you're doing, because it makes me feel afraid or angry when I see you do it. Your battle isn't with that person. Your battle is with yourself, because your inner being is not saying that to that person. What's your inner being saying to that person? It's good that you're asking. You're having a step one moment. Your response is not unusual. Most everybody would be feeling like that if they were standing there. Things are working out for you, even though you can't see it yet. We are not one bit worried about you over there shouting and struggling and flailing and doing all of those things that others wish you would stop doing, because you're contributing to the vibrational reality that is serving everyone. Can you hear us when we say you all are receiving benefit from everyone? If you can find that you are all receiving benefit from everyone, if you can feel the clarity, the wholeness of we are all in this together, then you realize that when you feel good, everyone benefits, and that when you feel bad, everyone benefits. And then you stop being mad at yourself about whatever it is you're doing, and when that stops, then you stand as the worthy being that your inner being knows you to be, and then the blessings rain in upon you. And will that keep people from being jealous? No. Will that change the way they see the world? No. But is your job to change the way others see the world, or for you to find the way to see the world as your inner being sees the world? Whose commitment are you keeping? When you said, I'm going to go into this physical body and I'm going to have this experience, that's the commitment that you're keeping. Not one of you said, I'm going to go make the world a better place, because you didn't see the world as flawed. Not one of you said, I'm going to go fix a broken world, because you didn't see the world as broken. Every one of you said, I'm going to go, I'm going to see, I'm going to feel, I'm going to choose, I'm going to define, I'm going to focus, I'm going to attract, I'm going to manifest, I'm going to revel in this life experience that I have the opportunity of living. That's what you all said. None of you said, I'm going to go and I'm going to get on a council to decide what's right and what's wrong, and if they do what's wrong, I'm going to be really mad at them and I'm going to stop them from doing wrong. None of you said, I'm going to defy the laws of the universe in that way. None of you said, I'm going to create the reality of other people, because all of you understood you create your own reality, because the law of attraction is about what you attract, not what somebody asserts into your experience. So when someone is really raving and raging, in your mind think, good for you, I've been there. When they're misbehaving and terrible by your standard of life's ways, think to them, things are working out for you and things will get better. And it is my fervent wish that you feel better, because I know that's what you're reaching for. You could even go further. Would I go about it in the way that you are? Not now, but I've done it before. I've been there. I've felt that way. I've felt lost. I didn't like it, and I know that you don't like it either. In other words, ask yourself more often, I wonder what my inner being is thinking about that. And the more often you do it from a place of really wanting to know, you'll get insights into people. And then they will feel the resonance of you. Because when you are in alignment with who you really are, it's hard to miss. When you stood before healers, there have been all healers, all kinds of healers in all kinds of religions. And we speak most often of Jesus because he is most common in the audience that is here. When you stood before him dripping your illness, he did not see your illness, because he practiced knowing your wellness. Got better and better at it. Didn't always do it, but figured it out and felt it when it clicked into place. And so he knew so much your wellness that your illness could not even be there while you were together. He was so in tune with source energy that the energy around him was so strong that you couldn't buck his current because it was so dominant. Not every time, but mostly. And then he said, go forth and tell no one about this, because they'll talk you right back into where you were when you first walked in this room. And right now you're good. Right now you're good. Don't go talking about it. Don't go back with those arguers for limitations. Stay here in your wellness, because wellness is what is natural for you, you see. And yet most of you do not see yourself like that. You think that you are different than that man, that tuned in, tapped in, turned on being. You all have the potential for that alignment. It was not given to only one or two or a few. It is everyone's legacy and power. But you gotta utilize that, and you've got to teach yourself when you are, and you got to know when you're not. I feel terrible. I can't help you. Come back when I'm feeling better. That's what a true messenger would say. I have a question. Can you answer it? No, I'm in a bad mood. And if I answer it, it won't be the right answer. Oh, it'll sound good because I've practiced a lot of answers, but it will not be good for you. Come back when I'm tuned in, tapped in, turned on. Well, when will that be? Hard to say. Hard to say. Sometimes I feel good. Sometimes I don't feel so good. If you'd behave better, I'd feel good, and then I could answer your question right now. But way you're behaving, that's how it goes, isn't it? Way you're behaving, don't you know I love you? Big topic. It was about everything that's on all of your minds. These are good times. These are the best of times. Interesting. Best of times and worst of times are kind of all the same times, aren't they? Seems like the worst of times, but it's launching lots of rockets. So it's launching rockets, so is it the best of times or the worst of times? Well, it's the best of times, because it's launching all these rockets, and the vortex is expanded, and source energy is summoning all of the cooperative components. So it's the best of times. Or is it? Isn't it the worst of times, because there's more trouble and more people are suffering and more people are fighting and more people are worried? Yes, but they're launching more rockets of desires. So is it the best of times? You get to decide which part of it you're looking at, and you can tell by the way you feel whether you're allowing solutions or whether you're encouraging problems. And it doesn't get any more complicated than that. When your kids say to you, why are you making a big deal out of this? The correct answer is, I have no idea. The correct answer is, because you need to understand what you're doing wrong. Why am I making such a big deal? Because I'm disconnected from source energy right now. I probably was there before you did what you did, but now you've done what you've done. You've really amplified the fact that I'm disconnected from source energy. And so I've decided to take action that I know won't work, and that's why I'm so frustrated, in order to force something into being that will not last. Isn't that really what's going on? Why are you making such a big deal about this? The answer is, your inner being would say, because it really matters to me. What really matters to you? It really matters to me that you live happily ever after. It really matters to me that you live a good life. It really matters to me that you feel good. That really matters to me. That's why I'm making such a big deal. Does it help? No, never. That's the right answer. No, making a big deal of the problem never helps. It never helps the problem. We think that it might be easier to have more conversations with more people if you stay in this place. So we have some questions for you. Is this making any sense to you? Yes. Do you feel like you want to follow your inspiration? Yes. Do you know where to go to get it? Yes. Is your inner being accessible to you? This is a big question. Do you feel like your inner being is accessible to you? Yes. Is it sometimes more accessible and sometimes less? Can you tell the difference? Does it help when it doesn't feel accessible to dig in and try and make it accessible? or to just relax knowing that it's always there, that it's not going away, that it's never taking eyes away from you, that it'll be there when you chill out and relax and your cork floats back into the vicinity. Yeah, really good conversation. Yeah, really good, really good, really good.